They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A man from nearby Wichita, it's Breece Hall.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Garrett Wilson.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson, 70 yards. And the Jets are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion right goes Adams. Hall again on second down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Adams, the man in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play.
Hey, 43, 15. Don't say nothing.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Oh, and
his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
Touchdown!
Kene Nwangu.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. He's to the 15.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
75 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On first down, Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Rodgers again now.
He'll get this to Nwangu.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Hall ought to give up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Second and a couple.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Another run now for Nwangu. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now a give, running left is Nwangu.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. In motion right goes Adams.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Mahomes going to change things up. They'll look to throw here on first down. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Stays on his feet. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And the slot man goes in motion left. Rodgers now on first down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. They'll run here with Pacheco.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. That's complete right around the 8. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Second down and 6 now. They'll go again with Hall.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. A give, running right is Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This is 2nd and 8. A handoff for Hall. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Michael Dana. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown Jets. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. One final try for Mahomes. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.